we have to get to the big news of the week. We
Uh-oh.
got yeah, I know. We also got the All Out pay-per-view this past week. And we won't be reviewing the All Out pay-per-view. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get somebody on to talk about more AEW next week or in the immediate future. But we will be talking about what everybody is talking about, CM Punk in the All Out pay-per-view media scrum, the post All Out media scrum. I mean, uh where
Nasty ass.
where do we begin? Because like,
First of
you
all,
know, there's your picture. Yeah, oh,
yes, he's
okay.
with his little beady-eyed, kind of bloody, I think. Just he also had like
Oof.
okay, CM Punk does not drink, but he had some sort of seltzer or something that he put out on the table next to
Oh
him.
yeah.
So
Yeah, he
I
had a
don't know what
lot of
that.
them too. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like, and I mean,
It's like a
product placement,
case.
good for
Jeez.
him, and in a
Well, I mean, I
plastic
can't see
bag.
it. I can't see the product
Yeah,
label,
no,
so
I mean, yeah, he turned that. Yeah, not great product placement, but
either way,
drink.
he had just beat Moxley for the he is now the like undisputed AEW champion because he
Hmm.
came back as the interim champion. Now he won that belt back from Moxley. And at this media scrum, there is we put it in our show notes. It's a 23-minute video from the amazing
Hmm.
Denise Salcedo, who really got every single moment of this. Like
And he was just
like
sitting there too, but oh my god, all of the
yeah.
angle. Like I've watched this clip so many times. I watched the 23-minute video multiple times. Like what? It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, and I've watched it so many times trying to figure out what what spurred this on? Like what
Hold on. Excuse me, Mari. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah,
you fancy yourself a journalist, right?
no. Not at
Okay,
all.
okay. So, if you have journalistic integrity, then you would know what this was about.
That's
Matt, you're
right.
friends with her? Are you friends with her?
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah.
If
But like
if you're
if
if
we
you're
do
friends with her,
improv,
you should disclose it.
uh,
Because I haven't done anything tomorrow. Okay,
but I,
why am I a grown ass adult, an adult man? I have to explain myself why I don't want to be friends with Mari. Like that. This is my motherfucking business. Like if I am a business. Okay, my relationship with Mari that's separate. I pay the bills. Okay, but if you her friend, you should tell her that. You should go ahead and disclose it right now because I don't want to talk about your friend right there. No disrespect. If you ain't had nothing to do with this, Mari, I'm sorry. I apologize. But if you did, fuck you. Fuck everybody. That's just how I feel right now. I have the emails. Matthew, I have the emails. Okay. We found out Mari and her husband have a joint account. Now we got a subpoena. Now we got to subpoena James. Now look, I gotta sit there and talk about how I got people fight. How fuck all them people.
I,
I don't care where he works. I don't care. Look, I don't care where Mari sleeps, where she eats, where she work, who she involved with. But if you aren't involved in this, Matt, Mari, I'm sorry. If y'all aren't involved with this, fuck you. Whatever.
what?
It's good. I apologize, but fuck you if you are. What did I do, Mari? You tell me, huh? Tell me, huh? What did I do?
So
Huh?
CM Punk.
No, Matt. Fuck the Pittsburgh Penguins, okay?
Right.
Fuck the Pirates, fuck the Steelers.
God. What?
Fuck them.
What? I wasn't even gonna ask.
No, hold on. I understand you sticking up with your friend. You sticking up on your friend. It's cool. I would stick up for my friend too. Like I ride or die for my friends, but I pay the bills. It's my fault. I shouldn't have did it. It's whatever. It's my fault, but I paid them bills. I still got the emails. I still got the receipts. Because if you have a fucking problem, you bring it to me. I'm a grown ass man. I'm sorry, I keep bringing this up.
Yes, sir.
But listen, I asked for mediation. I did. I offered the money. That's fine. But he shared a bank account with his mama. So what was I supposed to do? Who are me? Oh, what's that you asked this? I'm just eating something from Mindy's Bakery. Y'all check out Mindy's Bakery and Jimmy Seafood. It's all good. Don't worry about that. Now, what was you saying?
There was the match, and
It was a match.
Yep, the match you were I thought that we were talking about that and not about the.
Yeah, of course. But we don't. I don't want to keep bringing this up. But I did pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like that is that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want people to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to bring in his mama Marsha. Say, hey Marsha, come on, we subpoenaing you because y'all got a joint account. Like I know we talk about the fighting and the business. This is a business side, but like also I'm a grown ass man. You come to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But
okay.
What do you think of MJF?
I think that we have a good wrestling match. Like he's a good wrestler and I'm a good wrestler. But honestly, Scott Colton and I ain't never known each other. I don't know Scott Colton. Like we used to be cool. But I'm a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like my relationship with Scott Colton, whatever it was, whatever it is, whatever it may be, whatever it will be, that's none of y'all's business. So I don't even know why y'all keep bringing it up. Stop bringing it up. Let's talk about the wrestling. Let's talk about the business side.
I'm sorry. I just want to. Are you going to drink any of those waters or those seltzers you have sitting there?
Oh, water. Water. Yeah, this is definitely water. 100% because I don't drink. Did y'all stop by Mindy's Bakery like I mentioned?
Okay. That was a dramatic reenactment.
Word for word, bar for bar.
That was just as uncomfortable as it must have been in that room. So
this man,
yeah,
don't crack.
Honestly, I cannot confirm or deny.
Yo, CM Punk literally, like nobody. It was like even one thing about Colt Cabana, and all of a sudden he starts airing this man's laundry out. I was like, what is happening right now? And thank you so much, Chappell. Like he kept going back. The reporters are like, hey, but MJF is coming. Nope, he kept going back to Colt Cabana and their issues. And I don't know. This is big news, Matt. It's all over the internet. We even got a question in the Job Has a Squadcast group. Was this a work? I think we got the answer to that pretty quickly. That's
nothing about this was a work.
Yeah.
In fact, there was no working. Like nothing about this was professional. Hold on, Mari. Let me be the first on this podcast to say CM Punk is unprofessional.
Ooh. Okay.
Look at that. Called him out. Called Punk
That.
out. And the way that he ate his muffin and drank his juice while he's up there in front of us. I don't want to see this man eating his muffin with his mouth open while he's talking about Scott Colton. Like what? What?
It was very weird. He also went off on Hangman Page, saying that Hangman Page had went off script in their lead up to their match back in May for Double or Nothing, where he originally won the belt. He was really mad at him because this whole thing seemed to start off because he thinks that the Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page were making allusions to that he got Colt Cabana fired from AEW, and he's saying that's not what happened. He went off on the EVPs. He said he's old and tired of working with children. Chappell, what were your thoughts on this?
Again, this is insanity. This is I was just like, this man is clearly hurt. Like, I don't know how he got here, but he is hurt. When you pay somebody bills, see, that's what Roman Reigns used to lie and say. Like, I'm the head of the table. I run this. I take care of my whole family. Blah, blah, blah. That ain't the same. The way this man feels hurt, like I feel like they cut him deep. When you paying somebody bills, you really feel invested in this. You don't let people move on. You don't talk about the fight in front of you. Like MJF, why? Why do I gotta discuss that when I need to talk about these rumors? Because all this stuff keep getting back to him. See, and I kind of feel him on this one because I don't get the respect I deserve sometimes. I feel like he just felt like he was being disrespected. Like, yeah, Matt, I see you. But if these journalists had any journalistic integrity, they would have came directly to him and talked about this when he wasn't in front of them talking about MJF. Now, the fact that he kept going back to it over and over and over again was just icing on the cake. Dear God, I love stuff like this. Like, oh my God, I just knew he was gonna say crack is cheap. Oh, wait, I make way too much money to ever smoke crack. I just knew it was coming. I just knew he was coming. I am very rich. I thought he was gonna say something like that. Like it was just it was so perfect. Oh man, I don't think I've ever been a stan of a wrestler like I am now. Like there's like maybe that Riddle guy, but this this was good TV. I love this.
Yeah, it was very interesting. It just felt like it came out of nowhere because like why are you talking about a feud that happened like months ago? Maybe because he talked about later in the presser how he when he broke his foot, like he really had to get his whole foot replaced. After he won the championship, he had to leave. He came back, for this match, but he called out the EVPs. He called out the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega is what we're assuming because they are currently the EVPs. And it ended up spilling over into backstage because there ended up being a backstage brawl from this. And there's been so many reports, numerous reports.
Two sides, at least two sides of the story, where there's one side of the story, which I think is the CM Punk side with his boy Ace Steel, who I think was, I don't even know, they're people from Chicago. They love each other, whatever.
Yeah, he trained with Ace Steel.
Exactly, he trained him. And the story is the Young Bucks walked up and they super kicked down the door and they're yelling in his face. And then at some point, CM Punk started throwing punches. Everyone agrees that there was a chair thrown at one point by Ace Steel. So like legit. Not great. I wonder what kind of chair it was. Like if it was a steel chair, if it was like one of those big couch style chairs he just threw. But messy situation. And they've all been, so CM Punk, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks were all stripped of their titles because I think the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega literally just won their trios championships that night. So all stripped of their titles, all suspended, plus a bunch of other people who were suspended for, I guess, trying to break it up, essentially. I don't know. It's a weird.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was very funny when I heard this stuff come in from the back. They're saying that like from all of the pieced together accounts, they're saying that the Young Bucks came into the room, Punk started throwing punches, Ace Steel threw a chair that hit Nick Jackson in the head. Kenny Omega went to grab his dog Larry to remove Larry from the situation.
Not whose dog? Wait,
I think it was Punk's dog.
Punk's dog,
yeah. Omega grabbed the dog, Punk's dog Larry, to remove him from the situation. When he came back, Ace still bit him. Like Ace still bit Kenny Omega.
I was gonna say he bit the dog. Dear God.
Like
Not
it was a complete brawl from what we're hearing. And Tonykhan, I think, was still doing the media scrum. So he had to be told what happened. But like Matt said, so many people got suspended. They're now doing a tournament for the main belt. John Moxley was supposed to go on vacation after dropping the belt, but he had to come back to Dynamite. I felt so bad for him. If you're talking about a good promo and somebody who's really old and tired with dealing with children, it felt like it was Mox. So like I said, hopefully we can get somebody on next week to really break that down for us. But this was just all over the news. Also, they're saying that CM Punk may have gotten injured again in the match.
He did.
He got injured in the match. We don't know how, again, which is just like, come on. It makes you think, did they rush him back? Because he would just came off of an injury. So
I mean, if they didn't, he rushed himself back because they were in Chicago. This was the main event championship match. He brought his dog Larry with him, which honestly, Kenny Omega shouldn't have been suspended for what he did. He was a hero removing Larry from the situation. So I didn't know about that until now, Mari. So
it was hilarious. Yeah. And this is like the second altercation in like the past few months backstage. There was also Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara got into it a month or two ago, because from what we understand, Eddie Kingston was kind of mad that Sammy Guevara basically called him fat or something like that. So, and they both got suspended from what I understand. So it just makes me wonder, like, again, this company doesn't really have creative writers. They basically let their talent go out and do shoot promos, on each other. But if this is the second time that somebody said that they're an opponent against has said something they don't like, maybe we need to kind of rethink this structure of how we do things here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that. These type of backstage issues. Now there's all sorts of rumors about the Young Bucks putting out feelers to WWE for when their contract expires in 2024.
Sure.
Omega too. Like, we're hearing a lot of rumblings about some disgruntled stuff. We're not here to talk about that. We don't care. Like, we say we are not wrestling journalists. We are here to just give our reactions to wrestling. So whatever comes of this, we'll try and like keep up with it. But any final thoughts on the CM Punk media scrum fallout here, Chappell?
I mean, when you see Larry, it all makes sense. It really does.
Keep Larry out of it.
Yeah, because I saw that tiny precious dog, and I just imagine him like they're throwing ottomans at each other and stuff. And he's like, Larry, and just like grabs it and runs. Larry, please, and he's like, poor Larry, look at him, look at them eyes. Larry looks like so afraid. I did see the clips of Larry in the crowd as well. So Larry on All Out was like, he was in attendance, and maybe we'll get more of Larry moving forward. But this is a mess. So they really got to figure out what they're going to do with all of this, because I feel like the company is out of control, and it's not a good look.
Yeah,
I need someone to interview Larry about what happened. That's not right.
And honestly, in here.
And honestly, he should have been more involved in the fight. Like, you are a dog, you could bite. It shouldn't be a steel biting people. It should be you, Larry. Do your job, Larry. Come on.
Yeah.